And we're live.
Hello, Twitch, YouTube, or wherever else on the internet we may be floating, dark web included. This is Erudis World of Wonder, episode 100. We made it! Yay! Nobody
Yay!
died! Kind of. Anyways, yes, this is episode 100 of Erudis World of Wonder, an attempting to be weekly game of D&D, where we try not to kill any players, try not to kill any NPCs, and attempt to get through a story. So, after some technical difficulties, as well as a landslide of content update, let's get started. So, the last we left our heroes, the Lost Legion. After a spat of experiences within the Shadowfell, specifically within the region of Barovia, one of our heroes contracted vampirism. After quickly returning to the prime material plane, they found that he was turning rather quickly. After about a week or so of research on various topics on the undead, vampirism, local history, history on Barovia, the party set off to find experts in curing such a disease. The Temple of the Raven Queen. Having another week and a half of travel and another week of preparation for the ritual, there wasn't much time left. The party then decided that it was important to retrieve said vampire-bitten fellow who tried to escape from the ritual. After saying, and as I pick up my paper and I quote, "I can't do this." Not that I was writing or anything. After finding him, they brought him back, the ritual was performed, and he was brought to the brink of death, only to be brought again back to life. A modified version of resurrection and remove greater curse being the effect. Now with Zaris unconscious for an unknown period of time, the rest of the party has to figure out what to do while they wait for him to heal and to arise. And that's where we leave ourselves. After the most put together person of the group, I would say, goes on a rampage throughout the city. And so, Xiao, the morning after, about 10 or 11, no, actually, with the time you took, let's see, it took you about an hour and a half to go through that stuff, and then there was all the walking back and forth, you finding your sword and all your other stuff. It would probably be about 1 or 2 in the afternoon.
I found the bottle and it had like some
It
liquor
was
left,
still
right?
a hangover. Still not fully recovered from the night before. You stumble into the atrium of the Raven Queen's temple. Muddy, beaten, and much worse for wear. Your pockets light of coin after everything that you spent repairing. see. Gundor and Alavar, you guys stayed in the temple. I know you had sent message to see if Shao was okay. What do you guys think you would have been doing since that time that you sent the message?
I still would have stayed with Zaris. Yeah, because it's only been what, just like probably a couple hours since Alvar sent that message.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just would have went back and stayed with Zaris.
Yeah. I don't think I'll just sit around and wait on Shell before we talk or anything.
Okay. Are you gonna like stay back in back with Zaris, or
Yeah.
are you gonna wait in the atrium? Or
I'm gonna join Gundor with Zaris.
okay, so you guys are sitting by Zaris. Because you're staying there for an extended period of time, more comfortable chairs than just like a standard stool are provided to you and everything. He looks less dead than he did before. At one point, Gundor, you kind of like lift one of his eyelids, and that kind of cat eye iris that was beginning to form is back to its normal self. But, you know, he's still asleep.
I'll just look over to Alavar. I mean, he seems like he's turning back to his normal self at least a little bit.
Yeah. We all sat through that ritual. I just hope he hasn't changed.
No matter what, he'll still be our friend. I just hope he'll still accept us after everything we forced him through.
Nah, man, you asleep. You didn't cough.
I don't know.
You said you were asleep for 7 days.
Yeah, you don't like even in a coma, people will
Oh, okay, yeah.
occasionally, cough or stir, random muscle spasms.
Zars, are you Jesus? Are you gonna wake up on the seventh day? That would be the funniest shit. The Raven Queen had fucking made you wake up 7 days from now and like, hey, uh, yep, you're Raven Queen now. But yeah, no, I just sit there and as time goes by, just occasionally look over to Zaris, just see how he looks. But I'm mainly just sitting there, just kind of meditating in silence.
So, Shao, you roll in. Few people are walking about tending to their various things, but where would you specifically want to go, potentially?
I am looking for Zaris's bag of holding.
Okay.
You're looking for my bag of holding?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't
that
that be
would
with me?
that would most likely be with him, like in a safe spot next to him.
So yeah, I'd be going to where he is.
Okay. So you two, still awake, see Shao walk up to you. She looks like shit.
Damn, what happened to you?
Have you gone to bed?
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna take a swig out of the bottle, and then look for the bag of holding.
Okay. Uh, make a perception check to see if you can see it. There's like a little side table next to Zaris. It kind of is like a mini wardrobe slash nightstand. And you can see it's leaning up against the front of it.
I will go over and take out 100 of my platinum.
All right, go over. You grab the coin.
And then as I'm leaving, I'll look to Alavar and Gundor and say, "Care to join me for a drink?"
You drinking?
No? Okay. And then I'll leave. Or I'll begin leaving.
Okay.
She's
So
just
Shao
gonna
just kind
leave.
of shrugs and starts walking off.
I look to Alva. Should
Oh, that was 100 pieces of platinum.
should we just let her go like that? I mean, the longer we stand here, the farther she's getting along there. I mean, do you want to go after her? Or do you just want to stay here? Like, what do you want to do?
I suppose. The way this is going, she might burn down the whole town. I will chase after Shao.
Okay. So you start going after Shao, and you manage to catch up with her. She's just kind of slumping along.
What's in that bottle?
I'll toss it to him. Take a sip.
Okay. I'll go ahead and try it.
Okay. It is some strong stuff.
You know, they make better stuff than this.
I don't care.
Way better stuff.
I told him to give me the strongest thing he had, and this was the strongest thing he had.
You've never drank before. Why now? Zaris is gonna be okay.
They don't want to talk. Do you want to drink with me or not?
For once. Okay. Silence it is. At the very least, I will join Shao in the drinking. I'll take another sip out of the bottle.
Okay.
What do we want to do after this?
Well, hopefully we won't remember anything.
Well, that's not exactly where I was going. I mean, like after we leave this town.
Who knows? Maybe the gods will actually guide us for once.
Well, I'm always down to go kill Strahd, and I'll take the third shot.
I'm completely okay with making some mistakes. God knows he deserves it.
All right. So,
See what kind of trouble me and Shao get in that too.
I guess. Is there any
Alignment change time.
I am trying to prevent her. I'm trying to be the responsible one, but I'm still gonna get drunk fuck up though.
Let's see.
It happens, it happens.
I was gonna say, it would all depend on how well you hold your liquor.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So, Gundor, are you following it all, or?
No, I'm still staying with Zars.
Okay.
What I will
So,
say though. Oh, go ahead. Never mind.
no, I'll let you finish because I'm trying to figure out next steps.
Okay. The only other thing I was gonna do was as I'm just sitting there with Zaris, if any other people come in and they're like in a lot of pain and there's not like a whole bunch of people in there, I'll go up to them and I'll try to heal them a little bit and then go back and sit down. If anybody comes in with that type of situation.
Okay. Alrighty. So, let's see. So you went to.
When I was
What were the bars that you went to the other night? You went to the Rabbit's Run to pick up your drink. And then drank. And then the bar that you ended up in the fight was. It was the. Something else. Wasn't that one? It's the Loaded Wagon. So, is there any other particularly different bar you were looking to go to? Or are you looking to hit up the same bar for the same stuff? Or
Same bar, same stuff.
same bar, same stuff? Okay. Bottle to split or
Yeah, bottle split seems fine.
okay. So that is going to be 5 gold for the bottle.
You're the one with
I
the
will give
100
it platinum.
You'll give 1 platinum. You get 5 gold back. The bartender, actually, let's roll a luck. See if you get the same dude. The same, you walk in, same dude that sold you the bottle before, looks to you and leans over to the bar. Well, I see you're back. And you doing okay?
Back for more?
Huh? You're back for more.
That's right.
Are you telling me that you drank through that whole fucking thing?
Almost. I'll be gone by tonight.
And his jaw just kind of drops a little bit. Well, I hope you were fucking sharing.
I am now.
It's
He
great.
Looks to Alamar.
We really shall. There's other. We don't have to keep drinking this. No. You wouldn't happen to have a bottle of rum back there?
You got plenty of rum. Whatever you want.
Give me something that will make me go blind.
That's a different kind of alcohol, lass. You don't want that.
Sorry, they haven't made gasoline yet.
All right. I guess another bottle of that, and guess a bottle of rum on top of that. Yes? Or are you replacing the bottle of rum with the other stuff, or other way
Probably
around?
both.
Probably both.
I'll give them 2 gold for the bottle of rum.
I already gave him the
Alright.
5 gold for the bottle of the new stuff.
Yeah. Did you take the change back, or just leave the
I
one
took
platinum?
it back.
Okay. Okay. So he Pops the bottle of rum on the table. Well, clearly from what you're drinking and how much, probably not a happy occasion. Everything all right with you two?
Do we have to talk about it? I'd prefer not to talk about it.
For once in her life, she isn't in the mood to talk, and I just want to see where this goes.
Well, make sure to watch her. As she kinda wants to, this stuff will make you go blind. In the mental way, at least.
Trust me, I know.
I'm guessing that's where the bottle went then last night. Alright, well, I mean, I can't necessarily stop you from drinking what you paid for, so be safe and don't burn anything down.
All right, so we're gonna play a game. Ever heard of drinking games?
Nope.
It's called Shot for Shot.
So what? I take a shot and you take a shot?
And it's a pretty simple game, but the results are always interesting.
Sure, why not?
Alrighty. I've actually got game rules for this.
Oh,
Wait,
you
do you
do?
really?
Yes,
Oh
I
my
do.
god.
Yes, I do. I just have to find my notebook. Wherever it went, I can't remember.
If I can outdrink her, I can just get her unconscious and get her back in the temple before she burns down. If I can't, I'm helping her burn down the village.
Alrighty. Let's see. Games. Go to my games section. You guys sound so surprised that I have rules on drinking games.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
I didn't think like this simple of a drinking game you would have.
Let's see. Alright, we got chess, cards, dice, darts, arm wrestling, drinking. Here we go. Alrighty. So, easy way to do this. We will put tokens up. Or, let's see. Do this. So, I'm gonna need to know your guys' constitution, saving throw modifiers.
2.
2? 3. Okay. So, you get tokens for each of those that you have. So, we will do this. 2, 3, 1, 2. Alright. You will. Alright. So, you guys receive that, and alright, so the way this works, you will make a Constitution saving throw. and then each consecutive saving throw is going to get harder. If you fail within 2 of the DC, you lose 1 token. If you fail by 5 or more, you lose 2 tokens. And if you fail more than 5, you lose 3 tokens.
Okay.
Okay. And then I will let you guys know what happens when you guys lose all your tokens, depending on what round it is. So, I'm gonna need you to make Constitution saving throws. Says you guys are both sitting across from one another at one of the tables in the bar. And you got glasses handed to you by one of the bar maidens that was walking about.
Round 1.
Round 1.
Oh! Instantly lost.
Actually, no. No, both of you save. The first one, it hurts a lot. Like, really a lot. You were not expecting that the kind of the burn and the pain to be so strong, especially with how much you drank yesterday. But there it is. Alright. Roll again.
Ooh.
Okay. I'm just gonna simple tokens for how many rounds it is.
None of us
Alright.
lose.
So both you guys managed to save. No issues. Shao, the first one hurt, but this one you were ready for it. Alright. Both you guys are going fairly strong. Alvar, you were not expecting Shao to have this strong of a taste for alcohol, considering she never drinks. Kind of a weird side of her you're seeing right now.
Are you feeling it yet?
I can do this all night. In fact,
Oh,
I did it all
shit.
night last night.
Alright, so you guys take a swig. You guys are just pushing through. Alvar, usually you have a drink or two, but it being rum, it's a little smoother, but it's still straight burn alcohol. You're not used to it. Alright, round 5.
Oh.
Oh!
Okay. Finally, 5th drink in. Guys have been sitting across from each other, kind of staring each other down. You both take the swig, and with the DC being 9, failure within 2, lose 1 token. So Alvar, you lose 1 token. And then failure by 5 or more, lose 2 tokens. So Shao, think you would lose both tokens.
Yep.
All right. So fairly quick game, but you were pouring pretty heavy, Shao. Like you just wanted to get the alcohol in you. You didn't care what it took. You were just amusing him. And you take your 5th and final swig, and as you slam down your glass, you look Alivar straight in the eye, and then wham! All 5 shots hit you at once. You were delirious, and as you go, oh shit, You just stand up and then just fall over. Alvar, you're feeling it now. Like drink 1 through 3 is now working their way into your system.
Yeah.
But the fact that Shao just stood up and then just fell flat on her face, never seen that before.
Let's get you back before that happens to me. Is she blacked out? Like, she passed out at this point.
Yep.
All right. I'll cast Lesser Restoration on myself just to make this a bit easier. And I'm gonna
Okay.
take her back to the temple.
Okay.
No destruction.
So roughly, I would say, with the time it took you to the bar, get the drinks, sit down, start drinking, it's about 4 or 5 at night. And Gundor, you see, you're just taking a walk around, stretching your legs, and you see Alvar and Shao with Shao over his shoulder, walking into the atrium.
Did you two have fun?
Ah, I think that's up for her to make her mind of in the morning.
Do you need help or do you have it yourself?
I'm sure there's a spare bed where Zaris is.
Yes, I meant like, can you carry her or do you need help carrying her?
If yeah, you know what? If you don't mind.
Just come over, just with one hand, just pick her up, drop her on my shoulder.
She nearly beat me. Whew.
Well, I guess we'll get her some water as well and lay her down. We'll walk into the room where Zaris is and um, uh, look towards the bed that they said I could sleep in, but I never did. Is it still empty?
Yeah, that one's still empty.
I just lay her on that one and I'll put a blanket over her and look back towards Alivar. Well, did anything happen or
She held up quite well in drinking, but I don't think it's really meant for her.
did you ever find out why she started drinking?
For the first time I've ever known her, she didn't really want to talk.
That was very strange.
And I wasn't gonna force her to talk.
I didn't feel like it was best for me to go after her because I feel like I would just be classic me and just be like, "Oh, Shao, you shouldn't do that." Blah 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 blah. So, letting people be themselves.
With any luck, she'll feel like she doesn't want to do that anymore when she wakes up. Hell, I don't know if I want to do that anymore.
Just hope I hope she's just okay with whatever she's dealing with right now.
Thank you.
If you are going to try to do anything within the next 2 hours, because you now have about 5 drinks worth of alcohol in your system, the cure, the lesser restoration helped a bit as you were trying to get her there, but it's starting to come back now. You're going to be poisoned for the rest of the night, so any skill checks you make are going to be at disadvantage.
You're breaking up.
Oh,
Any skill checks you make are going to be at disadvantage.
so what's next for you now, Oliver?
Probably nothing much. Ah, not today at least. Tomorrow, hopefully, Shao doesn't want to go drinking, and we can talk about what we want to do next.
Well, just take her bottles and move them somewhere just so she doesn't, become a morning drinker. That's a bad habit to kick.
I'll go do that. As he mentions that, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna put it in the bag of molding.
Okay.
Wait, what are you throwing in the back of building?
Your
All-
alcohol.
All
Oh,
the
okay,
alcohol.
I'll just go buy some more.
I think it still might be okay, right? Or is it organic? Wait.
Can alcohol
Well,
mold?
Ah,
It's
Alcohol's
anything-
sanitary, right?
It's anything organic.
what's
I mean,
that
it
glass
might it
bottle
might
here?
be it might be okay, it might not. Who knows? There's only one way to find out.
if not, we can buy. Yeah, I'll put it in there.
Alrighty. So, you guys go to bed. Wake up the next morning if there's nothing else you wish to do. Day 3 of 7. Shall you wake up with the meanest headache you've ever had?
I'm gonna look for the alcohol to make the pain stop.
Make a perception check. Looking around, you don't see your bottles anywhere.
I suppose I will stumble out of the room and look for Alavar.
Alright. As soon as you go vertical, you get the nauseating swirl in your stomach.
Is there a bucket or something around or a toilet?
Yeah, you can get close enough. There's the general washroom.
Alright, I will go relieve my stomach and then look for Alavar.
Okay. So you do that, you go find Alavar.
Still sleeping.
Probably still sleeping. Up to you.
Yeah.
I will wake Alavar up. Where's...
Okay.
What did you do with the alcohol? You had it last.
I'm pretty sure we drank it all.
Okay, I'll go buy more.
Whoa, 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 whoa! You ruined the fun of it. If we keep on.
It's not supposed to be fun, it's supposed to help us forget.
And what are you trying to forget? What you saw during the ritual?
I'm going to sort of like look down, turn, and then leave the room.
The night of drinking, I suppose. I'll reach into the bag of molding. Are they still? Are they still what it was?
What was that?
Like,
Sorry.
I'll reach into the bag of molding.
Oh, and you can grab the bottles.
Yeah. After Shao leaves the room.
Which one are you grabbing? The rum or the other one?
Probably the other one first.
Okay. And you're gonna pop it open?
Yeah. Does
Okay.
it still have the same smell to it?
No. It smells of vinegar. Like a really strong, acrid, sulfurous vinegar.
Shit. And the rum?
The rum, you smell that. It doesn't look good. It's got like some floating things in it, which is
Okay.
surprising. Usually rum doesn't go bad.
Well, I'll just set those aside for some poor soul to pick up, and I'll go find Gundor.
The
Okay.
poor soul.
Yeah, feel real bad.
Free booze in the church. This day's lit.
Oh my god.
Be a funeral that night.
Luckiest man alive. Finds himself dead in a shit ton of trouble.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go wake up Gundor, wherever he's
Okay.
at.
I would still be in the room with Zaris.
Mm-hmm.
Gundor, you awake?
Yeah, yeah. Been here all morning.
Do you mind go checking in on Shao? I feel like you might be able to reach out to her a bit better than I can. We've always tried to bend the father figure.
And I could try.
I mean, I'm pretty sure she's done headed off to the bar.
Do you know which one?
Same one. The same one. Whatever bar that is, I'll tell.
Wondering how should I approach this? Should I be cool Gundor? Should I be mean Gundor? I don't know how to handle this.
To be Gundor.
It's very broad.
It should be Gundor.
It depends on how I feel that day. Okay, all right.
If
Can you give me directions? How do I find this bar? I'll see if I can find her and talk to her.
go one left, turn to the left, that goes a little bit to the left, and to the right is the bar. Good luck.
Look towards Zaris. I'll be back. And I look towards
Son.
Alvar. I'll be back.
All right. So you're going out to try to find which bar Shao's at?
Yeah.
Okay. Make a investigation check. And then Shao, you're just going to the same bar, picking up the same stuff, or
Yep.
you're gonna change it up, or
Nope, same bar, same stuff.
same bar, same stuff.
Investigative Gundor is on the case.
As the guy goes to hand the bottle to you, you go to grab the bottle and he keeps his hand on the neck of it. Look, lass, I don't know exactly what's going on, but you don't need to be drowning your sorrows, especially on stuff like this.
Do you know anybody that can remove memories?
No, unfortunately, I do not.
Then this is the best I've got.
Well, unfortunately, the best you've got is the last I've got. So it's either you're gonna have to move on to something else or find a different bar that might have it. Sorry. And he just takes his hand off the bottle.
Yeah, I'll give him the 5 gold pieces.
Alrighty.
And then I am going to leave the bar and go to the same alley that I was in previously.
Alright. So, how far into the bottle are you trying to get?
I'm just gonna take sips at this point. Enough to make it so I can, like, distract myself, but not enough to make me black out. So riding that very fine edge.
Okay. Roll a con check to keep your buzz. I don't know.
On
Alright.
the edge.
Yeah, I
Glory.
guess if there was any place for a natural 20, it's fucking that.
You can spend this, so the natural 20 just means she gets blacked out drunk. Now.
Yep. Alrighty, so Gundor, you unfortunately are not really able to find Shao anywhere.
Even with the directions that Alavar gave me to try to get to the place.
Did give
Well,
him
you find the bar, but you don't find her.
Okay, I'm gonna go inside of the bar. Okay, so she's not inside the bar, but I want to go talk to the barkeep and see if she came by.
Okay. So you walk up to him, you ask some questions. Hi, she was here. She also ran me out of that stuff. Honestly, I've been trying to get rid of it, but fortunately for a poor unfortunate soul like her, I'd prefer not to give it to somebody like that.
Yeah. Did she say where she was going?
Nah, just like past couple days, she just up and left once she got the bottle. Except for yesterday, guessing the fairly tall, dark-colored one was, with all the feathers and the metal armor. He was a friend of yours?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. They stayed here at the table and, we're drinking together till she passed out. I figured, and he drug her out of here.
Okay. Somewhat helpful, I guess. Thank you. And I'll turn around and walk out. Um, where would you go now, Shao? I'm gonna start looking around. I don't know. Shit, I don't know the best way to find her. Ancestral guardians. Okay. Well, they can't walk around though. Is there like a high point that I can see? That's
Um,
that's pretty close to here that can see like a pretty broad area.
perception check. Just had to figure out where exactly in your city you were.
Shit.
You look around, and unfortunately, I mean, there's a lot of tall buildings. There's a lot of places that could potentially be like a lookout spot, but nothing that might be easily accessible. At least that you notice.
Easily acceptable. I mean, easily accessible is okay. So what would you say that Gundor would see as the tallest?
Um, you see a little block away. Um, there's like it's like a 3 or 4 story building with like this. It's almost like a greenhouse on the top of the house. It's just like this little glass hut almost. All the other buildings around it are fairly short, only like 2, some of them are maybe 3 stories, but this one, if you were to stand on top of that, would be about 5.
Okay. So I'm gonna get into a meditating stance close to that building, and I'm gonna sit down and start meditating. I'm going to use the consult the spirits ability, one of the abilities to create the I'm going to use the clairvoyance spell. And I'm going to make one of my ancestors, preferably Rahalda, have her appear on top of the building, looking out. It takes
Okay.
10 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. So I'd say you'd like kind of squirrel away in a corner or something like that. You know, set up your all your incense and things like that. After about 10 minutes, you hear Rahalda's voice next to you. So you want me to be your eyes?
Yes, I'm trying to find my friend. And I look up to the top of the building. And I think that might be your best shot at helping me find her.
He looks to you and looks up there. I'll see what I can do. And as he
Oh,
it's
BT Dubs.
hmm,
Rahalda is the oh, my bad. I met Helmira. But that's
okay.
okay. No,
I
that
was
that
like,
was
why are
my
you
beat.
going Rahalda?
That was my bad. I confused. I got them mixed up. I meant Helmira. I thought Helmira was the paladin.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I meant Helmira. If I can change that, but if not,
Gotcha.
Rahalda is fine too.
Um, Helmira kind of kneels down to you and grabs your shoulder. Well, let's see what we can do. And as she kind of like, it's weird. She almost fades away next to you, and as you close your eyes, it's just this blue, almost sparkly luster dust kind of effect. And when you open them up again, uh, you're on top of the building, just kind of like looking out over the edge, as if like you were kneeling down. Uh, make a perception check. You look around, you look along the streets, you look on top of the other buildings, because you know she has a tendency to climb buildings. You don't see Xiao anywhere. She just kind of disappeared.
Mm. Okay, Helmira. Thanks, but I think that's enough. And I release my hold
Okay.
on my ancestor.
Um, your ancestor kind of gets up. Um, no worries. Sorry I couldn't be of more help. And she jumps off of the side of the building, and there's a cart down below that's going along the street filled with hay, and she just lands in it as your vision cuts out. Back to you.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna start wandering around the area of that bar. Maybe looking for alleyways, other bars, any establishment that Gundor would just think that maybe Shao would like to go to. If there's like an alchemy shop on that street, or maybe a clothes shop on that street, Gundor's just going to be looking around in that area. Hopefully, he can find her.
Okay. Um. Okay. Yeah. How long are you going to be doing this?
For if it's depending on how big the area is, I would say like maybe an hour at the most.
I mean, are you gonna try to like cover like one city block, two city blocks? Like, how wide of an area are you trying to cover?
So,
And that'll determine about how long it would take to cover that whole place.
all right. So, is there a way like I can get like a kind of like a little bit like of a visual representation of like where it is on a map, so I can kind of figure out that part?
So, you have the bar. Most of the area around you is kind of like high class residential. A lot of the people seem to be very well off, or the stores seem to be, boutique style shops and things like that. You don't really see anything other than like one or two main streets, at least in this spot. It's kind of like an off to the side kind of tavern. So if you wanted to try to cover all the alleys, all the streets, things like that, it would probably take you about 2-3 hours for a 1 to 2 block area.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that for 2 to 3 hours for the 2 block area.
All right. So with that, I'll make another perception check.
My best stat. We're at a 10. We reached the double number.
So you look around and you see someone who might look like Shao, and you kind of walk over and you go, "Excuse me, like Shao," and the person turns around and it's a completely different person. Other than that, you don't really see anyone that even remotely resembles Shao in any of her forms.
Alright, I will then at that point head back to the church where Alavar is and be like, hey, I can't find her. That's what I want to talk to him about.
All right. Alvar, is there anything you wish to do?
I'm just watching over Zaris at this point in Gundor's place.
All right.
Yeah, you're right.
Alrighty. Well, it was a bit like that, and also your passive stealth too.
What is my passive stealth? Is it
19.
19? Oh my god.
Yeah, your passive stealth is a 19.
Oh, that's funny.
I was giving you a -5 reduction because you're drunk, but even then it was just bad rolls.
Yeah.
If you rolled a 14 or higher, who would have found you?
She trying to hide?
No.
No,
No, it's just
No.
your passive.
No, I can't roll wisdom. Like I can't.
What's your passive perception? Good work.
11?
yeah, so it's not even like they would have seen each other in passing or anything. All right. So, Shao, are you looking to come home at some point, or are you staying out through the evening?
I'm going to go back, and find, Alabar.
Okay. A few hours go by. It's probably mid-afternoon. Sun's starting to set. Go back to the temple. Gundor would be back by this time, anyways. Also.
So it's me and Gundor in the room.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to find her, but I couldn't find her. I looked around and I don't, I just couldn't find her.
Well, it's getting late. I imagine she. Never mind. She might not. I have no idea what's going on in her head. Besides the fact that she wants to forget.
What part? That's what that's what I want to figure out.
I think the ritual. I don't know. I think it's what she saw during it. The torture we put him through.
Shao, you walk in at this point.
It wasn't the torture. We did what needed to be done. It's that simple.
I looked at Shao. Then what's wrong? You
Would
can
you two
talk
like to
to
go
her.
get something to eat? Don't think I've had a proper meal in a few days.
I mean, yeah, I could eat.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Zaz will be safe here.
Skitty, can you stay with Zaris, please?
Skitty just
Well,
kind of
me, do you?
jumps
Oh,
up onto Zarus's lap. Just kind of nestles in between his knees.
She's about the size of like a medium-sized dog at this point, isn't she?
Yeah, essentially. Like, I would say maybe like 9-month-old German Shepherd.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. All right, so you guys walk out. Um, there's a couple of different restaurants that you guys have seen about. Is there anything in particular you're looking for? Dwarvish food, Elvish food, Nordic food,
Now let's do Nordic.
Nordic food? Okay.
Fish it
Uh,
is.
all right. There is a tavern in the Iron Crux that you've walked past a couple times called the Toasted Loaf. Or there is Dreda's Roadhouse, which you've been to before here. You walk past another place called Scales Meats.
Let's go there.
Okay, so you guys roll up to this place. It's the front of it is a very, very
A very, very what? Am I
Apple?
bugging out, or is Anthony just not
No,
talking?
no, he just stopped talking.
Got it.
Where Strahd comes in and takes ours.
F in the chat.
Oh, I thought that city was playing League of Legends.
What if it just went quiet for him? Like he's just on a fucking rampage right now, just speaking to us, and then eventually he stops. He's like, guys, guys, guys. Ah,
What is the profile picture that we have for our group photo? It's been so long since I've looked at it that I don't even know what it is.
I'm not sure to be honest with you.
Oh, his internet probably went out
Yo!
because he just went offline. So
Yep, time to boot up some Overwatch. Big rip.
Can you hear me now?
oh,
Yeah.
we can.
Yeah,
That's weird. My internet just died, crapped out.
At least it's not an outage.
Yeah, right. I was just texting you guys in the Facebook chat, and then it popped back on.
Huh.
Yeah, everything went down for a hot second. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, where did you lose me?
You guys are rolling up to this place.
Okay. Um. So you didn't hear any of the description of the building?
Nope.
Okay.
Fortunately not.
That's okay. It's a finely hewn stone building with a slightly Arabian flair to it. The let's see, let's do that. The front porch is beautifully made. It has actually wicker like furniture set out where there's kind of like these uh, small wicker tables with like pillows around them and like hookah setups almost. The front sign is wood that is in the shape of two dragon heads with flames in between the two, and where the flames are uh, emblazoned upon the flames is Scales Meats, the name of the restaurant.
This place looks good.
Proper fancy.
yeah. They might have a vegetarian option for you, but it looks like they're more of a meat place.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess we'll see.
All right. So you guys go in, and it is beautifully immaculate in here. All sorts of spices fill the air: turmeric, sage, um, cardamom. Just these robust flavors. You see, it's a mostly dragonborn staff actually around here. Most of them are wearing fairly loose-fitting clothing that flows in the breeze. The dragons all have various jewelry adorning their horns, and some of them that have uh, like tendrils that look like almost like Chinese dragons. Some of them, uh, they're just immaculately made up with all of these jewels, and almost like chin dreads in a way. Um, you see some of them are carrying around skewers and giant sword-like objects and just carving meat onto various tables. You see some of them are carrying around these large brass platters with like this pilaf and vegetable mixture, and various people are sitting down and partaking in family style meals at these low tables. And you see fairly slender white dragonborn comes up to you all. Yes, how can I help you?
Can
Just
we be seated?
table for four? Or are there more to party?
There's three of us, last I checked.
Oh, right. I apologize. I thought he was with you, and you turn around and there was another gentleman standing behind you. My apologies. I did not realize you were two different groups.
It's fine.
Uh, come with me.
Who's
He,
standing behind us? Is it just like a random person?
it looks like a fairly wealthy man. You kind of turned around and he kind of like gives you like the upper nose, like kind of like I wouldn't be found at the likes of you all. Um, very luxurious, like silken looking green tunic with various pieces of jewelry and whatnot adorning him all over. So, one of those people.
We might burn this place to the ground. Sure.
um, you get seated at a table fairly in the back. There's a slight haze of smoke, as some of the tables in here as well are set up with these kind of hookah devices with water and charcoal and everything. Um,
Oh.
so you are presented with food. A lot of it is, basically the main course is kind of a vegetable pilaf medley with, you know, various toppings and things like that, like a hummus style kind of thing, and there's a tapenade made of like olives or something. Um, Not really any fishes or anything, but pretty much the entire time that you are here, the various dragonborn that have uh, the skewers are just coming around, and as soon as your plate is empty of meat, they just come about and slice you off some more.
So Brazilian barbecue.
Pretty much, yeah.
I fucking love
The
those
Brazilian
places. They're
steakhouse,
awesome.
yeah.
Brazilian
Um,
barbecues are the best.
the first time that the dragonborn come around to your guys' table, um, he kind of presents the skewer to you, and it's this beautifully dripping, either lamb or beef or something like that, maybe even a mixture of both. Um, and kind of slices off these kebabs for you, Alivar, and then for you, Gundor, and he kind of presents it to Shao as well. And for you, ma'am?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Slices off some skewers for you as well.
I'm sorry. What? I look towards the person cutting the meat. She's a vegetarian. Do you have vegetarian options?
I reach
The
down, like, cut a piece of meat, and then put it in my mouth.
the Dragonborn kind of turns around. Um. Oh. Is the vegetarian for you? Uh. Pretty much anything that is on the table is vegetarian except for. And he kind of lifts the skewer in front of you. This.
I just kind of like looked at Shao. Oh no, it was her. And I see her eat the piece of meat.
Just godsmacked.
Never mind. Um, yeah. No, never mind.
Oh, okay. Well, if you need anything, just wave one of us down and we'll be over. And he kind of scurries away.
I don't understand how this dilemma has changed your personal standing with eating meat, Shao. What's going on with you?
You know, I had a realization recently. Values don't matter. Morals don't matter. Nothing really matters. We're all dead from the moment we're born anyway.
Oh, no, that's not true, Shao. If that was the case, then I would have given up a long time ago. There's good in the world, like us still having Zaris alive with us.
At what cost?
Well, we'll find out. I don't see the point in punishing ourselves when he hasn't given us the punishment. We don't know how bad or severe the situation's going to be when he wakes up. It could be nothing. It could be the end of us. It it may very well be anything, but I don't see the point in torturing yourself about it until he's ready.
Well, I tortured him, so that's that.
No, we did. It does not fall on you. But look, if you want to change, if you want to start eating meat, I'm gonna support you. You're my friend, and I care for you. But don't give up on life. I know it's a lot I'm asking for here, but please.
Oh, I have no intention of dying. At least not until Strahd is dead.
Well, when Zaras wakes up, we can talk to him and see how he feels. If he wants to still be with us, if he still wants to go after Strahd, we'll do it. We will all go back there and we'll try it again. But what I think what we should do is prepare for the days to come and hope for our friend's health.
I won't rest until he sits as a pile of ash on the ground.
Well, in the meantime, do we want to see what we can find out about Straw? Well, I believe we are in one of the largest cities in New Haven.
That is something we could do, shall we? Could put our time into gathering resources, information about who we're going up against. That way, we'll have a better shot at taking them down.
I'm not against gathering information.
Well, good. That means let's get you sobered up. Let's get your mind focused. And let's see what we can find out.
I never said anything about going sober.
I think it would be best, Shao. I won't. I'm not gonna control you. Like you want to do that, like do it. But like really, like you're very smart. Don't you think it would impede your knowledge? And then if you were to, let's say, fuck up, then you would be blaming yourself even more because of you not being as wise and smart as you could have been.
I suppose that's a risk I'm willing to take then.
Okay. All right. Well, um, you two are very capable. How should we try to start gathering information about this?
Breaking into the Calicophora library is a good place to start.
Whoa.
Shell's crazy.
I gotta take a breather from that one. As much
Like
as
she-
uh, we couldn't just walk in, shall?
I don't have a card, do you?
We need a card.
The last time we were here we did.
I personally and I'm gonna switch to a different language that we all have in common, just so we're not blurting this out in the middle of a bar. I don't think I'm gonna be able to help you break in.
That's fine. I can do it on my own.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I
We're the Lost Legion. We don't do this kind of thing.
We were the Lost Legion.
and
And then one of our members died. Twice, actually.
and he's alive still.
Is he?
Pretty sure. Pretty sure.
Will it be the same Zaris that we knew?
We'll have to
Again.
wait and see. We do know
Again.
most certainly wouldn't be the same SARS if we hadn't gone through with the ritual. This way we may have a chance.
Listen, I don't think that's a great idea to break into, and I say it in Celestial, the Calicophora. I don't think that's something that we should do. Shout, like, come on. This is not you talking. Like, think about everything we've been through, everything we've done, even everything you've done before you became a part of this group with us. Are you willing to throw that entire relationship away just to break into a place?
Don't you think we've done enough? Don't you
No, I
think we've
think we could do more.
sacrificed enough of ourselves? Of who we used to be? I can tell you
No.
that I'm not the same person I used to be. You certainly aren't either.
But we still all have something very important to us that we need to get done. I went on this adventure because I was stricken with grief and I had just lost my children and I needed to accomplish these trials. But over the past almost year, I believe, of all this time, I've built a new family with all of you. And I feel like our story is not over. I personally feel there was a reason why we all came together, and that there's a reason that we all fit.
When will it be enough?
I don't have that answer.
Who
But what
decides
I
when it's enough?
can, I would assume us.
Go take a look at your fate. Same way as ours did.
I feel like we've given enough of ourselves already to this country. And hardly anybody knows our names.
Well, we can go to a new country. We still, there's still the Black Skull. We only maybe kicked them out of the continent, but they're still out there. I still hold hate towards them. We could go do that. We can go to another plane, and I point towards um, Shal's neck where the necklace is. We can do whatever we want. We can save this plane. We can burn it down. But what I'm saying is, let's do it together. Let's do it all in agreement.
After we kill Strahd, I think I want to visit home.
Let's go. We can do that. Yeah, yeah. All of this is in Celestial. This has all been in Celestial.
Man, and I'm gonna burn this plane to the ground.
But let's wait for Zaris, okay?
If you'll excuse me for a moment. Is there a bathroom nearby?
Yeah, I
Because
would
there's no way in
assume
hell my
so.
stomach is handling meat when haven't eaten in like 20 years. So.
Oh no, no. Your stomach is super upset. So, Shao goes to the bathroom. If there's anything you want to talk about without her there, you can. If not, she comes back.
We'll come
Okay.
back. Yep.
So she comes back, sits down. You all finish your meal. Head back to the place. Let's see.
Is Shao going to the Calco Forum?
I don't know. Are you?
Shao. Yeah, as we're walking out of there. Are
Do
you
you have
coming
a
back?
better place for information?
The temple, possibly.
I suppose we can start there before I break in.
Alright, just let me know before you do go break in. If you do, I won't try to stop you. Let's go see what the temple holds.
Alrighty. head off to the temple. Also, just to let you guys know, the cost of the restaurant was 3 gold pieces for each of you. I know it's
I'll
not a
just
lot.
give him a platinum and then take a gold back.
Okay.
Fancy man was on a budget. Yeah, I would like to look around for the library. I'm sure we have one.
Yeah, there's
Or the
there's
closest
a
thing to it.
small library and stuff. What exactly are you looking for?
Uh, I guess a Shadowfell, but more specifically, if I can find out anything about Barovia or any myths or legends on Strahd, whether it be like fairy tale books or something like that.
Okay. Um, I would say make a investigation check, or religion check, I guess, because you're in your own library.
And Chal or Gundur.
I'm assisting.
Unfortunately, this library is only for members of the church, so you're able to get in
Okay.
and.
Oh well. Shell, are you gonna go break into the Calico? Or
Depends on what you find.
good. Okay, it depends on what I find. Alright. Religion check.
I also want to do something. I know I can't do
Please
anything in
go.
the library,
Uh,
but what I want to do is I want to do like a short rest, and then I want to do consult the spirits again. But this time, I'm going to be using augury instead.
Okay. Alrighty. So, um, you look for an hour or so, and you see there's actually another, um, one of the guardians there, one of the ravens. They're sitting not in their plate armor. They just have a plain gray tunic on. It's actually a woman. She has the one side of her head is completely shaven. And you actually see tattoos of um, feathers actually along the scalp and down the back of the neck. And um, she's currently reading a book, just nonchalantly. As you're kind of like puttering around with all the books, she looks up to you. Well, I've never seen you here before. What are you doing here? She kind of like leans back in her chair, kind of like looking at you.
Matt,
wait, what?
Yeah, in the library as you're looking about.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
This
didn't. I
this
thought.
conversation is occurring
I thought that
as
was happening. I thought the conversation was with Gundur.
no, it was with you as you're putzing around in the library. This is before he gets to his augury.
And who walked in? I'm sorry.
It was actually one of the other ravens that was sitting there. She
Oh, so
was
it won't.
reading a book or something like that.
Yeah, for the first time. Do you know much about Strahd and Barovia and the Shadowfell?
Well, that's a stupid question, don't you? Don't you think? I mean, everybody knows the fairy tales.
Do I know the fairy tale?
Remember, stories of the Lord of the Vampires and, how he sits in a castle and preys upon the people of the valley. They're all kind of like these like Grimm's children's stories kind of things, but you know, as you get older, they kind of become more, ingrained in like conspiracy theory and things like that.
I do know about the stories, um, but none of them are really helpful in describing if he has what's the word? Any weakness or I don't know, something that makes him vulnerable.
Well, I mean, he's the king of the vampires. Wouldn't think there would be a weakness. I mean, you know, he's an immortal being, one that is cursed by our queen to fall and rise and never truly get what he wants.
But he's not a god, you wouldn't say.
No, he's not, but he's a creature to be damned. His fate never fully sealed. And his vanity ruining him.
So in a way it would be cruel to take that away from him. Well, not cruel, but more of a gift if we were to go and put him to rest.
Well, I mean, you might kill him if you're one of the chosen few. Know anything about the formalities of being a guardian? It's almost as if you picked up that armor just on the side of the road.
Well, it was more along the lines that it was in the Underdark, but more or less I followed the Queen before I found it. But no, I don't believe I've had formal training.
You know? And she kind of like leans up against the table, puts her elbows up, and looks at you. There are those who are called to the line of duty to do things for our matron, whether through dreams or through meditation. To make the things that go bump in the night disappear. If a creature like Strahd was really causing that much of an issue, you know, I would expect our queen to have something a little more than just us mere mortals trying to solve the issue. Trapped in his own demi-plane on the Shadowfell anyways. Why would you even want to consider, like, going to go kill them?
mean, he nearly turned a friend. I don't know if you were there for the ritual, but having to see him go through that much torture, and I sat there during the whole thing for hours. Oh no. I feel like he's owed a debt. He deserves our revenge. But I don't think that's the Raven Queen talking.
She gives you this kind of like really cold, steely look. Almost like she's gazing straight through you. She softens up a bit. I know what it's like. I know what it's like. I had two of my friends who I grew up with within the clergy. We were off some faraway land. I think it was somewhere in the mountains of Dreda, and we were fighting this pack of werewolves. Only it turned out to be something much more worse than werewolves. It was demonic. Almost like a twisted version of
Okay, I'm back.
lycanthropy. I lost both of them. Only other person that survived with me. I begged him, I cried to go back and take vengeance for my friends that I lost. But I later found out that the Raven Queen saved us for a reason. Kept us alive.
And what was that for?
Well, when the uprising of the dead happened down the south a few months ago, well, the cities were rising up and trying to, defeat whatever this large necromantic force was. We were delving into a dungeon of some sorts from way back when during the undead wars that happened, you know, centuries ago. And, we found some implements that were being used to create some of these undead.
Does that remind me of any instruments that we've
She's
come
not
across? Like,
describing anything in specific, so I mean, there's a lot of ways that necromancy could be focused, potentially. I mean, if I wasn't alive, I wouldn't have been able to do the
yeah.
main thing that we were meant to do. Just to keep the dead undead. Or, the undead dead. And to make sure those poor souls whose bodies haven't been able to find proper rest are not, you know, utilized for evil.
And the werewolves in Drera, they still roam the mountains?
Some of them may. Once, our group of 4 made it back with only 2 of us. Another larger team was dispatched while we were just getting our grips. So I'm pretty sure they're dead. Pretty sure.
So in a way, you did get your revenge. Well, I see the point that you make. But I don't think there's any persuading my friend.
You know, you all remind me of a group that I heard about from the war that happened a few months ago.
Oh,
Yeah. we were we were in the heart of that war.
She kind of like leans back and looks at you. So you all are the Lost Legion. You're a part of it.
That'd be the one. What stories did you hear?
Well, I mean, we heard that you were the right hand of the Draconic Consul with Helgarun.
Huh.
Many of the Guardians here actually look up to you guys in respect. At least from the tales that were told.
when Pelchow destroys the town.
Yeah. Yeah, we did work with them. I don't think it was ever said specifically that we were their hand, but glad it turned out to be told that way.
Well, I mean, you know, stories take time, especially for a group that doesn't necessarily have a backing or any allegiance to any one council. But to see one of our own brethren standing there in that group, it means something.
Well, I thank you for the chat, but I think I need to catch up with a friend before she goes and yeah, I just need to catch up.
That's perfectly fine. By the way, I didn't get your name.
Oh, I'm Alavar.
I'm Alita. Nice to meet you.
Alita, I like it. I like it.
Lead a battle angel.
And I'll go find Xiao and see if she's ran off yet.
Alright. About 30 minutes later, I don't know, Shao, are you staying in at least until Alavar is finished, or...
Yeah, I'm waiting to see if he gets any information.
Okay. So you see Alavar come around.
Yeah. Oh. uh. Yeah, we didn't find anything. It was nothing but the old stories they told. The myths they read to children. What you doing, Anthony?
Oh no, I'm just writing in your organizations, don't worry.
So Gundor,
Yes.
what are your opinions? Do you want to go kill Strahd?
Be honest with you, not yet. I'm. And this might upset some of you, but I feel like I've learned something from that situation. I think we need to be more prepared. I don't feel like that's something we can just walk right back into. I feel like we either need to build ourselves up a small army or maybe go through some more of our own experiences before we go back and deal with him. I'm not saying we shouldn't deal with him. I'm just saying we should deal with him what he is, what he owes to
Yeah,
us, plus interest.
I'm okay with that plan. I mean, it's not like Strahd's going to be leaving Barovia anytime soon. Sort of cursed to that place.
I want him dead.
Will you wait to see what Zoras has to say? Before we go breaking into anywhere?
We can wait for Zaris to wake up.
Okay. Well, with that being said, how about the two of you help me in watching him so we can all be ready and here for whatever he has to say? No more
Okay.
going out and getting messed up and thinking about our problems. No more talking to random battle angels. And we just
Alright.
be here for our friend.
Alright, but I'm gonna make a real quick trip into town to get some diamond dust. It's for Zaras when he wakes up.
What is this?
Oh, not loading.
Yeah, it's just not loading for me. It's just.
That's weird.
Oh, it's a poop picture.
It's a poop picture.
Yeah, that's
I
what it
think
looks
I
like for
did
me.
put air when it airs out. That's what
Oh
it
shit.
is. But yeah,
That's
can
a
I kind of go see how much
diamond
gold worth
dust?
of diamond? Yeah, how much I can find around town.
Yeah,
Can
sure.
I can open the original, and it loads.
Wow. Okay.
That's
Oh,
funny.
really?
I
I
want him
want him
dead.
dead. I want his family.
I want his house burned to the ground. I want him dead.
I want him dead. I want his family dead. I want his house burned to the ground.
Good movie,
That's a
by the
Maya.
way.
That's a Maya right now.
That is a Maya right now.
What is?
Open the
So
original.
yeah, if you click on it and then click where it says open original, you can see it.
Oh.
All right. Easy enough with your investigation check. I would say you are able to find roughly 500 gold's worth of diamond dust
Awesome.
between a couple of various jewelers. You know, a lot of
Alright.
them. You're buying their scraps essentially.
I'll reach in to the bag of molding to pull out. So I put 1,500 pieces of platinum in there.
Yes.
And I can pull out 50, right? It's still good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
All the metal is perfectly fine.
Alright.
And the other thing that you noticed is when you pulled out the bottles were perfectly fine. Nothing aged on them. It was the organic stuff that aged.
Just what was inside the bottles.
What was inside the bottles.
Yeah. Okay, so even that doesn't really protect it. Noted. Alright. Then I'll join the rest of the group in waiting.
Alrighty. So are you going to be breaking into the Calicophora?
If she does, I do want to cast some spells on her before she goes in. Or if she goes while I'm not present.
Flow,
Yeah.
Bane, Hunter's Mark.
um, I don't know. Is Amaya even at her desk?
Yeah,
Yep.
I am. Sorry, I got
Oh.
distracted.
Oh, it's all good. Yeah. So are you going to be going to, you know,
Break into the Calicophora.
yeah.
I'm going to hold off until Zaris wakes up.
Okay.
Do I get to meditate now?
Yeah, because he was only in the library for about 45 minutes. So you didn't get a chance to finish your full rest. But now you finish your full rest. You were able to perform augury.
Yay. I want to talk to Rahalda this time. The actual Rahalda, not Helmira.
Okay. So he appears in front of you. And augury is the if you could just pull up the spell for me.
Sure, I have to actually look for it, but I don't have it on here. I just have the.
Okay.
I just.
There we are.
Control C.
Okay. So, what are you asking him? As he appears before you.
Yeah, okay. So, I want to ask him, does he know anything about Strahd?
Um, he kind of looks at you and he thinks, sorry, I don't really have any experience with him.
Okay, but what about stories? Like, in your time being alive and being with, you being a paladin, I'm sure you've heard stories. Like, is there anything relevant that you can think of about that?
I, he kind of thinks about it a little bit. My son. Unfortunately, stories are only one side of the coin. Stories and what you actually see firsthand with creatures such as what you saw in the Shadowfell are two completely different things.
just nods. Okay. Well, that is all. Thank you. And I just release my hold.
All right. So, there's nothing else really that you want to pursue further. We're gonna time warp to 3 or 4 days, or 4 days from now.
Yay!
Um, Alvar and Gundor, you guys are sitting next to Zaris, and while Shao went out to go get like sandwiches from a deli or something like that, or you know, some bread and other stuff for like a late lunch. um, you see a movement in Zaris that you didn't see before. You kind of see him, his eyes kind of flutter, and his back kind of arch a bit. And there's this one particularly deep breath that occurs. And as he exhales, his eyes open up.
Yo!
I kind of stir, just kind of trying to get my bearings, figure out where I'm at. Am I still have levels of exhaustion,
You have
or
5 levels of exhaustion.
still?
It's almost as if it was a true resurrection or a resurrection spell. So even
Got it.
after
So even after the 5 days of rest, I still have the 5 levels, or 7 days of rest. I still have the 7 or
yes,
5.
yes.
Good to know.
Crippled.
I just, you know, mustering the strength to just kind of turn my head and look around. Is Gundor in my sight line?
Gundor and Alavar are both in your sightline.
With a very what's the wording here? Not hoarse, but like, I don't know, very faint voice, like weak voice. Where am I?
Get down to his level. You're safe. You're in a bed inside the chapel where everything happened. Do you remember what happened?
Uh, I remember most of it. Just in and out of conscious. I felt like I was just constantly in and out of consciousness. I don't know exactly what happened. I was blind for the most part. I,
Well,
I can't move.
can move
It's
your
normal.
arms.
I'm pretty sure the uh the woman, I believe she said that he was going to be very exhausted when he woke.
Let's. Yeah, I went out to this. Went out and bought some diamond dust. Maybe we can speed things along. And tell him to close his eyes, and I'll cast Greater Restoration on him.
Okay. So
bring it
you
to
see, Shao, you are walking in as you see, Alavar is kind of like sprinkling diamond dust over, Zaris, and then proceeds to whisper something as he wiggles his fingers in the air, and you see this flash of grayish white light over top of Zaris. So, you are now only at exhaustion level 4.
Can you walk yet?
Yes, my speed is no longer 0.
He no longer needs a wheelchair.
I'll take a second after he casts his spell and like kind of like flex my hands, wiggle my toes. That seems to have done the trick.
Yeah. I have more uses, but I don't want to overdo it.
And I'll sit up. Oh, that's right. Forgot my hit point maximum is still halved. 34. I'll sit up and look around. I still don't feel very good. I don't think I'm up for anything right now.
Okay.
But I do thank you for letting me move, Alavar.
Gonna take time to heal. I feel like it would have less and less of an effect.
Alavar, you notice, Shao seems to be leaving the room.
Joe?
Where's she going? She was the one so insistent on me getting cured, I figured she'd be happy.
You took it the hardest out of any of us.
Yeah. We've tried talking to her.
That brings
but
up my next point. I look towards Zaris. I'm very sorry if you're upset with us. We feel bad for taking the choice away from you and putting you in that situation. And Shao feels regret for putting you in a situation where you got tortured. We did it because we love you and we're sorry.
Well, all's well that ends well, I suppose. Everyone has one or two horror stories in their books.
So you don't hate us?
Not yet.
That's good. I feel like we should go talk to Shao. And let's see how far we can get with greater restoration.
Well, you guys go do that. I think I'll just lie here another while. I don't think I'm up for moving around quite yet. I still don't. I'm not feeling 100%.
I'll get someone to bring you some food and something to drink. we'll go try to bring Shao back here.
I'll just give him a nod.
Come on, Gundor. Gonna need your help.
Just look at Zaris. Just be here when we get back, okay?
Where am I gonna go? You think I'm able to do anything in this shape?
I don't know. I'm just so happy to see you awake again. I'm just scared I'm gonna turn around and you're gonna vanish.
And I wanna do a dramatic point. What's that? To get Gunor to look away. And then when he looks away, I want to cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
Does he look away? Does Gunter look away?
Yeah.
Roll a persuasion versus deception versus insight.
I'll be like,
deception
what's
versus insight.
that? Deception. Where is it?
And you are at disadvantage too.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have exhaustion.
That's fine.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. He's okay. Yeah. Gundor looks. He's like, what?
And then when he looks away, I cast invisibility on myself. Still laying in bed.
Zaris, are you invisible?
You can clearly see that there is a body underneath of the blankets. You just don't see Zaris.
No.
It's a little sus. Ooh, spooky
Guys.
blanket.
That was very mean. You're an asshole. And Gundor turns around and walks out.
I just laughter as I make myself visible again, and as he walks out.
Alrighty. So, let's go to our next adventurer, Shao. You are at the front steps.
I am going to break my invisibility, cast Pass Without a Trace. And then I'm going to use 2 charges of my cloak, the last 2, to cast Greater Invisibility. Well, actually,
Okay.
wait a second. I think Pass Without a Trace is concentration. So let me
It
check.
is. It is.
Yeah, and so is Greater Invisibility, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So
And
in that
Greater
case, I will
Invisibility
just
only
keep
works for
Pass Without a
one.
Trace then.
Yeah, Great Invisibility was just for 1 minute. You can just do regular, regular invisibility doesn't get broken unless you attack or cast a spell, though.
I thought that it was also concentration.
No. Wait, yes it is. Never mind, I lied. Yeah,
think-
regular
I
and
think-
greater are both concentration.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm just gonna do Pass Without a Trace,
Alrighty.
which is 3 spell points because it's 2nd level.
Yes.
Okay, and then I will stealth.
Alrighty. Alrighty. So is that a 29 or
Yep.
is that a 37?
It's a 29, unless
Okay.
I have advantage on for some reason.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
You wouldn't.
Alright, so I guess
investigative
roll-
Gundor is on the
can I
case.
roll a perception check?
Yes.
Wait,
You
So-
can? Question mark?
so
I
they
need-
follow Shao and they just walk. Like, Shao leaves the building, they leave the building, and then Shao's gone, right?
They don't know where I am.
I have no idea. I'm just going back inside.
Yeah.
I'm just going
You
back
guys
inside.
can make a perception and see if you're able to see her when she turned the corner.
Well, there's no way I can get higher than 21. So
I could get 29
I
exactly.
got an 18. I should get brownie points for that.
Okay.
Come on, Gundor. We'll go play cards with ours.
It's okay, guys. Those aren't the steps I'm at anyway.
Okay. Yep. So she's gonna go break into the place, isn't she?
Ah,
She worded her. She made. She did her wording very carefully. Until Zaris wakes up, I'm awake.
Yep.
I
So
mean, I could have assisted her.
Can you at least ask her, Alavar? Like, can you like?
Yo, sending. Ciao. Don't know. Well, if you're going to break in, come back first. I won't stop you, but I'll try to help you.
I'm already like on the steps and I've already cast my pass without a trace. So
yep.
If you could come in and like, all I need is be able to touch.
I mean, you weren't at the Calico 4 as far as I know. So
No, I'm not. Okay, good luck.
How far is the Calico Far from the temple?
This is.
From the
Left.
temple, it's
Like-
only like 15 minutes.
I would have cast Lesser Restoration.
But
Death
also,
Ward, freedom of movement.
just so you guys know, mechanically, she cast invisibility when she turned the corner. So with those perception rules, they wouldn't have seen her.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
her passive stealth is even at 24.
Yeah, I say 24
Yeah.
passive stealth of passive stealth of 24 when you're invisible.
All right.
Means my passive stealth's not too bad either. If my passive stealth is 16, 21 when I'm invisible, not too bad.
All right, so you start walking up the marble steps, kind of hunkered down in your trench coat kind of style. Everywhere around you kind of seems a little bit darker because of the Pass Without a Trace spell. You go into the front steps, and the familiar dark red carpeting with the mahogany front circular desk is there. The stained glass windows of all the different iconography bring in light from the day. Where do you wish to go?
well, I'm going to try to get through the gates first into like the normal area of the library.
Okay, so you walk back towards the library section. The front librarian does not notice you as you pass. She's busy helping with somebody else. So you are now in the normal library.
Okay. Then I'm going to go to the forbidden section because I am pretty sure that's where they're going to keep information about Strahd.
Okay.
So the same area where we essentially like rescued Leah from last time.
Yes. So go in between some of the bookshelves trying to find where the you know, locked door that nobody should be behind is, and you proceed to find a you find a set of double doors made of like a dark mahogany with like this brass cage locked over it. Same one that Leo was at before.
All right. I will cast Etherealness and pass through the door.
Is that the one that lasts for 1 round for you?
Correct.
Or okay. Okay. I just wanted to make sure you weren't like using the full spell.
Yeah,
or...
I don't have access to 7th level spells.
Okay.
So.
um. So you proceed to pass right through the door. And as you pop back into existence, you are in a dark room with all these books that seem to be either behind bars or chained or locked in some form.
I will roam and see if I can find one that contains information about the first vampire or Strahd or anything that could possibly be related to Strahd.
Roll for an investigation check. Okay. So as you look around, you start to dig into some of the books that are around, trying to be quiet as to not, make anyone aware of you being back here. The, um, the first couple books that you get are just standard magic books. They seem to contain various spells and things like that. You
Can
don't.
I take one of them?
Can you take one of them?
Yeah.
Sure. Sure.
Beep, 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 beep.
Fucking magical detection system.
When you
24,
go
19.
alone
Then I will
in
continue
the
searching.
night.
I want you to roll a D100.
Oh, may the gods have mercy on your soul. Hey,
When you wanna go by yourself, bad things happen to yourself.
Okay. Just need to look up one thing with that 17 roll. I want to make sure I am grabbing the right thing.
no, I thought they explained poker to you through text.
Well, this is good we're asking. I'll be the dealer.
Alrighty. So the book that you picked up is a, um, it's a dark purple leather-bound book. The pages inside of it are fairly worn parchment paper. They are yellowed and tanned. There is no writing on the outside.
Okay, I'll put it in my bag.
Okay. So you continue searching, continue searching. You find some books on the plains. You find one book involving Mechanus and the machinations of the universe and whatnot. It talks about the Great Wheel and how clockwork
You
is
hush.
very similar to the universe.
If Xiao wasn't having a mental breakdown, I'm sure that would be very interesting to her.
The next book you dig into that deals with the planes is it's actually a journal, a personal journal, and it talks about a lone wizard's travels in the descent through the 9 levels of hell. Or the only way he was able to escape was to make a deal with the devil himself. Just reading and scanning through the notes at the very end, you just kind of go, "Oh shit! What the hell does this even mean?" Last page, and the sentence says, "And there we sealed my fate. The meaning of life no more. I could see everything. But what did it cost?"
Oh God.
I will put that one in my bag as well.
Okay. Okay.
And then I'll just keep looking for books on the Shadowfell or anything relating to Strahd.
You do not find anything directly involving Strahd. You do find one book involving the Shadowfell, but it seems to be a pictograph of various creatures that were found among the plains of the Shadowfell.
I didn't know that's how we did that. Sense.
Sorry, say that one more time.
For what, you want me to say that one more time?
Yes, please.
It's like a pictograph of various creatures that can be found on the Shadowfell.
That's very useful. I'm definitely taking that one. Alright, and are there any windows in this room?
There are no windows. There is a door on the other side of the room.
Is it unlocked?
Do you want to go over and try it?
Sure.
It is unlocked.
I will open it.
You open it, and you find it is a downward staircase that leads into darkness.
And it goes downwards?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, we didn't know about the whole thing Leah went through, did we?
No. None
Yep,
of you
okay.
have any idea.
Were we put in a separate? You were dragged into one-on-one for that, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I am going to head down the staircase then.
Okay.
So screaming eagle to save you this time.
You proceed to go down, down, down. down probably 30 or 40 feet worth of steps till you reach the bottom, where it opens up to a T intersection. The hallways are darkly lit. They're about 10 feet wide. Every once in a while you see a burning torch. But there seem to be various doors all throughout.
Interesting.
John.
I will open up the door that is directly in front of me.
Okay. The ones directly in front of you are a double set of doors. You open up one of the doors and you see inside there is a sterile white room. A singular table in the center, fairly large, and on top of it you see a figure laying on there.
A figure?
Yeah, like a humanoid body. Doesn't seem to be moving.
I will approach with caution.
As you walk up to it, the smell is acrid and iron-like. As you get closer, you see the chest cavity of this creature is opened up and splayed open with all of these instruments. You look at the face and you see a number of tentacles that drape from its lower chin area. An elongated dome-like head. You would know this to be an illithid.
Yeah. Knowing about illithids, has its skull been opened?
Do you wanna take a closer look?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll an investigation check. Or medicine, actually. Okay. Pretty easy. You can see that the skull has been opened up as well. Just kind of like the top of the crown of the skull has been opened up. There is a brain in there still.
Does it look like its psi crystal has been removed?
You can't tell. You don't know. I mean, it is slightly dark in here. The lights are a bit low.
Alright, I will reach my hand in and search around for a psi crystal.
Make an investigation check. You do not find a psi crystal in there.
Okay, I'm going to assume that they're harvesting psi crystals then. That's what Shao would assume. I will take my hand out and I will wipe it on the handkerchief that I got from the Feywild.
Okay.
And then I will leave the room, and figuring that all of this is laboratories, I'm gonna go back up to the chamber that had the books.
Okay.
And then I will go to the door that was leading in. Is it unlocked from the inside?
No,
Like, can I push it open?
it's pull doors, so it actually slides into the wall.
Okay. And when I try to open it, it's locked.
Yes.
Right, I'm going to use change appearance to look like the librarian that I was at the head of the desk.
Okay.
Actually, no, that wouldn't help because I can't. I don't have the glamour armor anymore, so never mind. I'm gonna bang on the door really hard and then run down the staircase that like it opened into. Because it like opened into a staircase and went down into this room, right? Or did it just open into this room?
It opened up, so you went from the library into this room.
Okay. In that case, I will pound on the door as hard as I can, and then I will go to one of the sides of the bookshelves, and press myself like in between two of the bookshelves, and wait for somebody
Okay.
to come open the door.
Okay.
And I want to be within like eyesight of the door, like I want to be able to see the door.
Ready. So you have about 2 minutes later, 3 minutes later, you hear a rustling at the cage in the front, that you know is in front of the door, and then you hear the tumblers of the door begin to be opened.
When that happens, I'm going to use both charges from my cloak and cast greater invisibility on myself.
Okay. Surprisingly, it doesn't work.
Oh.
In that case, I'm going to stealth.
Okay. So bonus action hide.
What did I miss?
A 1 and a 2. Well, a 2 and a 3.
No, it's a 2 and a 4.
Oh yeah, you're right.
All right. So you hide, or at least what you think is hide. The door opens up, and you see two people in robes, very nice robes, walk in, and they kind of like look around. And now this room is only it's a figure 8, essentially, of library shelves with a central kind of crossway, and the two of them split off and begin to cover the room. The one actually pulls up a light spell that they hold on the tip of a wand.
Oh no, Wayne. Oh no. Oh no.
Okay. So that means that magic is working, which is good. So I see the door, right?
You do.
Okay, I would like to Misty Step to the door.
Okay, so you're gonna cast Misty Step.
Yes.
It doesn't work.
So they're able to cast spells, but I'm not.
You
Must be something to do with that book from earlier.
you don't know what's going on. As the one turns the corner, he proceeds to look at you. Hey, you!
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to do right this
Hello?
second? Okay. The two of them immediately go straight for you, and they try to grab you.
Okay. I am going to I'm gonna cast haste on myself.
Okay.
Does that work?
No.
Okay, I'm really confused what's going on here. Because this is like stronger than an anti-magic field, which is 8th level. If they're able to cast spells within it.
So, are you going to try to do anything else? Because the one rolled a natural 20 on his grapple, and the other one rolled a 14.
I'm going to try to slip through their grasps, obviously.
Okay, yeah, so acrobatics.
Close.
Okay. So you manage to slip away from the one, but the other one grabs you by both shoulders and stops you. What are you doing in here? Come with us. And begins to drag you for his turn. So he uses his movement to start dragging you out of the room.
Luckily, they're not shoot on sight people.
I'll go with them willingly until they try to shackle me. If they
Okay.
attempt to shackle me, then I'll have a problem.
Okay. Alright, so they pull you out of the room. And they begin leading you through the halls. Out the front, down the main hallway. The other one has now grabbed you on the other arm, and both of them are holding you on
We're
the
no
arm.
longer in that room, right?
No.
Okay. Well, since we're no longer in the room, now I will Misty Step away from them.
What does that require?
It's
Does that
verbal
require
and
somatic?
somatic.
Well, they're grabbing both of your arms and like holding them.
Oh no, actually, it's just
as-
verbal.
Okay.
Ah, bitches.
All right. You are out of the room and you cast Misty Step. So you go 30 feet.
Alright, and then for my main action, I will cast haste.
Okay.
Third level spells are 4 points, or let me look.
All right. Let's see.
That's a
5 points.
minute. That's a minute of movement.
Okay. And now that I am hasted, I'm going to use.
Well, you can't cast 2 spells in the same turn.
Right, because I casted a bonus action spell first. Yep,
Yeah.
you're correct. Well, in any case, I still have my movements, and my main action, so I will run 90 feet towards the door.
All right. All right. So the one proceeds to run towards you and is going to cast a spell. He's going to try to cast Hold Person on you.
So is
I
that a
need
wisdom saving
you-
throw?
Yes.
Ooh, that's good. That's
17.
good.
You just barely save. So as you run away, you feel your body being willed to stop and lock up, and you manage to pull through it. Let's see. Making sure something else. All right. The one that casts the spell towards you, looks over to the other one. Shit! It didn't work. The other one, takes a decent look at you, and then proceeds to cast a spell again, and kind of whispers into their hands. You hear next to you all seers, make sure this woman doesn't leave the premises. And as you are just passing through, you see in the center area, kind of floating in the middle of the space where the seating tables are, a very large 20, essentially like 15 by 15 image of you running like you are right now.
Okay.
But the voice seems to echo and emanate from that position. And that's their turn. So now's your turn.
Okay. Now I will cast haste on myself.
Okay.
And then I will use the action from haste to dash towards the door.
Okay.
And then I will. So that's 90 feet.
No,
Yeah.
So that's 45, and then I'll use my movement to move 90.
No, you have double movement speed while hasted.
Yes.
Do you?
So it's 90 feet,
Yeah.
then 180 feet.
Oh my god, that's OP.
And then you can bonus action dash for another 90 feet.
Yes. So that would be 270 feet.
Yeah. Zoom in. Hold on. What's 200? Wait. I want to know how fast you're going. Let's see. Calculator.
250.
270 feet.
It's 270 feet in 6 seconds.
It's
so
250 feet.
That's 45. You're going 45 feet per second. So that times that by 60 for a minute. For that you're going 200.
It's a lot.
Oh
I
wait,
mean,
no, I fucked up. I did plus 70 for some reason. So it's 180 plus 90. which
It's
is, yeah,
180 plus
270.
90. Yeah, 270. And time that
Divided that
by
by 6 is 45.
8. How many feet are in a mile?
528, or no, 5,280.
She's running at 30 miles an hour right now.
Faster than Usain Bolt.
You are running 45 feet per second, which is 30 miles an hour.
Oh my god.
How far away am I from the light door?
So you're running the full 270?
Yep.
You are pretty much right at the door at this point.
Okay.
Because you had to like kind of weave your way in between tables and stuff like that
Right.
to get to it. So you're right at the front of the door. Now it's the All-Seer's turns. So there are 5 in your area. The 2 that were chasing you are going to...
The 2 that were chasing I am
You were 200
something feet away from them, because I got 90 feet on the
200
previous turn,
Yes.
and then 270 on this last turn, and then they
Yes.
moved. If they have a movement speed of 30 feet, they move 30 feet towards me.
Yes,
So,
correct.
270
Um,
plus 90 minus 30. So I'm 330 feet away from them.
There's a lot of spells with like 200 or 300 feet ranges.
So you see, as you're like basically standing between the doors, you see the main getaway to the front door, and suddenly you see this kind of bluish gold energy just appear, swirling in front of you as these 2 wizards kind of jump out. And the other one proceeds to rotate his arms in a circular position, these bluish white glyphs forming in these paddles across his hands, and then he blasts it out, and you see this kind of shape almost crystallize in front of you. And then it goes invisible. The other ones are going to take perception checks. He does not see you. He does not see you. And he does not see you. But they're going to move into other positions to try to see if they can see you. Alrighty. Your turn. So you have these 2 standing in front of you, the one kind of holding out in this position.
Is the whole minute passed?
What?
No, not yet. It's just a single round.
Okay.
Yeah,
good.
this is still the first round.
Okay.
Now
good.
we're on the second round. Well, no, third round. I was trying to get through this without killing anybody.
Just open the door, forehead.
The one that they put the magic barrier in front of. Great idea. Did I see which one put up the barrier?
It's the one that's he's kind of like standing there in almost like this Tai Chi power position, and he's holding both his hands up with these bluish white glyphs in holding both of his hands.
Alright, I will move to him.
Okay. You get within 30 feet of him, and you slam into a wall.
Is there another... Looking around, is there another person doing a similar thing to him?
No. There is not.
Okay, I'm... Well, the only thing that I can think of that he's doing would be Wall of Force.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Okay, I guess I'll move to the one that's closest to me.
They're both on the other side of the wall. Or this barrier.
And those are the only two here?
And those are the only two that you see so far.
Okay, turning back around to face the door, what kind of door is it? Is it like a library door, or is it like an open door? What sort of door is it?
It's kind of like these large archway doors. So they're like...
It is open, or it isn't open?
Yeah, they're open. They're like 10 foot tall.
Okay, in that case, I would like to try to Misty Step to the other side.
Okay,
So
so
I
you
only have
Misty...
to be able to see the point, so...
Okay, so you Misty step back through the doors.
Oh, I meant like the doors that are exiting, like the exit doors.
Oh, the exit doors are ways a ways. They're like a couple 100 feet off.
Oh, I thought you said it was right by the entrance.
The entrance to the library area. There's still a hallway that's about 100 feet back to that library from the main thoroughfare.
Okay, well, I'll just Misty Step onto the other side of the invisible wall that he made then.
I don't know if you can do that.
Depends on what spell it is.
Let's see. What's this?
You trying to Misty Step through the force field?
She's seeing if she can. Yeah, she's gonna try.
I don't know if that would work, but I feel like that astral step.
I can only use ethereal step once a day, and I usually get into the room.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can. So you word and you teleport back into existence past the wall. They both look back at you.
Okay, and then I will... How much of my movement have I used so far? Like, how much movement did it take for me to get to the wall, to the other wall that was blocking me from getting to them?
Since you're at the door of the library, that would be about 40 feet. So you went about 40 feet, then you Misty stepped another 30. But Misty Step was just your bonus action.
Okay, so that means that I still have 2 actions remaining. So I will travel 90 feet with haste, and then I will dash for another 90 feet.
Well, you already moved. You have 90 feet base movement speed with haste. You already went 40 of that 90, so you have 50 movement speed left before you'd have to
Yeah,
use
so
one of your
I'm
actions.
going 140, using
Okay.
my action to dash. And then I will use another action to dash, which would put me at 230.
Are you just running to the exit, or where are you running?
I'm running to the exit, yeah.
Gotta go fast, Sonic.
So that means I would make it to the end of the 100-foot hallway that you mentioned, and then 130 feet past that. Wherever that would put me.
That would put you about 3/4 of the way through that main room. So you are about, I'd say, 50-ish feet from the front door.
Okay.
Almost there. Because you're so goddamn quick, running at fucking 30 miles an hour. And that's only when you dash twice. If you triple dash, you're even faster. How fast do you go if you triple dash?
That's all that I could do for my turn. I used all my actions.
Okay. So, you once again see them bamf in pretty close to you. And the one is going to point his wand and he's going to yell at you, "Don't make me do this!" And you see the tip of his wand beginning to brighten with this almost translucent gray energy.
Oh man, what is he about to do?
I don't want anybody to get hurt. I just want information on Trod.
You could have asked!
So, are you doing any actions this turn?
Oh, is it her turn again?
Oh, it's my
Yeah,
turn.
It's your turn. They're waiting for you to make a move.
Ah, so they're holding their action.
How far away from me are they?
They are about roughly 40 feet. They're kind of like in a triangle. There's the door, then you're about 50 from the door, and they're kind of spanning the difference, but they're like 20 or so feet off of the doorway.
I don't know.
So if she's here, door's 50 feet, door's like here,
Yeah.
and
yeah,
they're
roll
like
her over.
so door is here, and they're
Yeah.
like
The
here.
door is like here, and they're like here.
Oh, okay, okay. And then she needs to run to the door. Got it.
Yep. What are you doing?
I really, really don't want to kill anyone. You said that there's 2 of them?
There's 2 of them.
I will just try to run to the door.
Okay. All right. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
Are you kidding me?
This one gonna
I
hurt.
have a +9.
Oh, that's if it's
Gonna hurt.
that's if it's blah, blah, blah. It's a damaging spell. It might just be like a
Banishment?
like some entangle spell or something. I don't know. Banishment's not a dex save, but like the entangle spells, like
They don't roll
Everard's
that on the
black,
changeling anyway.
Evard's black tentacles, entangle, stuff like that. They're all like
Fireball.
Fireball's dex too, but yeah.
I'm pretty sure that this is the
I
fireball.
don't know that they would cast Fireball in their own building.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is, this fireball.
You take 63 points of damage.
Oh.
Force damage. As a beam of gray ethereal energy blasts into you. Your clothing disintegrating around you. And into
Oh,
your
God.
flesh.
He casted Disintegrate? Fuck.
That's a grievous
Kill.
injury, by the way.
What?
Time to kill. Oh, do you want to draw?
I mean,
Oh, what was that?
Force
Listen,
damage.
Force
Force.
damage. Force is
Who keeps tracking it?
not.
Not
Can't see
me.
it.
How do y'all see it from up there? What?
Well, we're scrolled up.
Oh my god.
Who moves it?
Oh, okay. I'm not moving it anymore. I've stopped.
It'll just be
Would that be
Arcane Dent.
Dent?
Yeah, I think like
Arcane Dent.
that's what I think like, cause top is acid, then bludgeoning, cold, fire. I think force, then like lightning, necrotic, piercing, poison, psychic, radiant, slashing, and
Thunder.
I would say
yeah, thunder.
concussive blow or arcane.
yeah. I think
I'm pretty
Arcane
sure
Dent is
Arcane
force.
Dent is force.
So -1 to AC.
Yeah, Arcane Dent is the... Yeah.
Well, I guess it's a good thing that I'm wearing normal clothes right now, rather than my armor, because I never put my armor back on after the fucking night out. Hence why my AC is 15. Well, 14 now.
Okay, though. They already casted the
So
spell, you
they-
took
they
the
hit me
damage,
and
now you can keep running.
yeah.
And then triple dash and go 40 miles an hour.
Yeah, that is what I'm doing. I'm using all my actions to dash.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to save my bonus action, actually, so I'm going to dash twice. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to get into an alleyway and hide.
Okay. Let's see, so you have 50 feet that you needed to
Yeah.
get to the doorway.
Yep.
And she has 220 feet left after making it outside to make it to an alleyway.
Okay. Yeah, you can make it to an alleyway easy with another 70 feet to spare.
Yeah, and then I will bonus action hide.
Okay.
Move farther away, too.
Yeah, and then I'll be moving farther after stealthing.
Okay. So
I
you
just don't want to move
stealth.
too far without stealthing, so.
All right. You hide there for a moment. And you see, you're kind of looking over just to see if you can see anything. And you see the two run out and look around. If they see you. They do not see you. And they are just looking about. So what are you doing now?
I am triple dashing away at this point.
Okay. So you triple dash away. Okay. Next turn, guessing triple dash.
Yeah, I want to get about 2 miles away from the library. And then I want to use change appearance to go into the mail form that I have, and then put on my scale mail.
Okay. Roughly 30 seconds later, you begin to hear these bells. They echo with this almost tinny, high ringing noise. And they echo out across the city. As you get further and further, you do see a number of guards running towards the Calicophora. But let's see, so you have 7 rounds. Let me get this math straight. You have 7 rounds.
Oh, here we go. Of seven,
200
it's 7
Yeah.
rounds of triple dashing, which is 360 feet
Holy fuck.
per round.
Holy
So that is, she can make it 2,520 feet before haste ends.
Oh my god. So you make it half a mile away in 1 minute.
And then you have 1 round where you can't do anything.
Yeah.
But
And then you have 1 round of catching your breath.
Uh-huh.
Man, you're like
And
Sonic.
then
You
after
go,
my
get
round of
up a
catching my
snack.
breath, I'm swapping into my mail form and putting on my scale mail.
Okay. Getting into
Yeah.
scale mail is going to take like 10 minutes.
Donning armor takes 5.
Depends on what level of armor.
Medium armor. Heavy armor
Medium
takes 10
armor?
minutes.
Heavies, I think 15.
Let me look. I have it written down in the
Yeah.
rulings.
I haven't read that ruling in a while, so I'm gonna look in the book too.
But yeah, haste on people who already have pretty high movement speed is really dumb. Like, haste on a monk is fucking retarded.
No, you're right. Yeah, 5 minutes for medium armor. All right. So you're gonna take 5 minutes to put your armor on. The bells are continuing to echo.
Yeah, and then in my male form, I will just walk, to the temple.
Okay. Alavar, just because you have such a high passive perception, roughly, I'd say an hour and a half after Shao left, and you weren't able to find her, you hear this slight ringing of bells in the distance.
All of us?
Just Alavar.
Oh, just Eloar.
Just Alavar.
Because he has a high enough passive perception, huh?
And do I know those to be like warning bells?
Make an insight check. Make an insight check. You just hear bells. You can't necessarily discern whether they're an alarm bell or just like, oh, it's that time of day or whatever.
There are bells ringing outside. And at this time of hour? Well, it is late, right? It is like late. Or she go do this midday?
It was kind of midday. Yeah. Bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Alright.
Say it
I'll
was
cast.
about
Yeah.
like 1, 2 in the afternoon.
I'll cast Sending to Shao. Shao, you wouldn't happen to know why the bells are ringing in the town? Is everything okay?
Now, this is about halfway through your half mile.
Everything is fine. I got some books.
Alavar, you hear that, but at a much faster rate.
That's what
Yeah,
I got in
everything
the book.
fine. Yeah, because she's hasted still.
Oh,
Is everything okay?
I'm pretty sure she did what she wanted to do. But yeah, I don't know how much longer we can stay here now.
Zoas, how are you feeling?
Same as earlier.
I'll see if we can make that a tad bit better, and I'll cast Greater Restoration again. Oh, we're gonna have to start moving.
I can carry him for a little while if I need to.
Well, that puts my hit point maximum back up to 68, but my hit point current current hit points are now still at 634, right? If my hit point maximum
Yes.
was, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
have
Let's
more
see,
hit
take
points
longer
than
at the
your
rest.
maximum.
Or a short rest, I guess.
How do you feel now?
Better, for sure.
I feel like that's going to be important to keep track of right now.
Do you think you can run if we have to run?
I'm not a full speed, no. I mean, I still have my magic, I suppose. What?
Is your
I
speed
don't
still-
quite understand what's going on. What does Shao do?
Well, while you were asleep, She got really drunk, started eating meat, and then decided that she was going to break into the Calicophora. And we got her to agree to not do it until after you woke up. Well, when she saw that you woke up, she bounced. That alarm sound, pretty sure it's her. So, you ready to run?
Well, that that's a lot of stuff for Chow to do in 7 days.
Like I said, she took what happened to you very hard.
I don't see why. She's the one that wanted it the most.
She'll just probably have to explain it to you when she feels like it. But yeah, no, I think we should get ready to leave. Um, Alvon, maybe you should tell her to meet us somewhere so we can quickly get out of here.
I'll let her come to us.
Sounds good. Well, I look towards Zaris. I don't know if this will help, but I'll put my hand on him, and I'm gonna use Lay of Hands, healing him for 10.
Okay.
Plus 10. Ah, that's the stuff.
All right, well, I
So
guess we're waiting.
we're assuming that Xiao's done something illegal and got caught,
Yeah,
and now we're gonna get kicked out.
Right
maybe
now,
not
she's
kicked
fine.
out. I'm not sure about
Or-
getting kicked out, but
Or arrested if we don't leave, rather.
yes, for sure.
I don't think they'll fall. I don't know if they're following her, but if they are, I don't think they'll rush in behind her.
Are there any nurses around or whatever?
There's one or two nurses.
Have they been overhearing our conversation?
I've
We've
been
been
speaking
speaking in
to you
Celestial.
and in
Yeah, I figured you guys were like speaking in like whispered tones.
I don't know Celestial.
Listen, I'm speaking to you in Infernal, then translating to Gundor and Celestial.
Okay. Sure, that works, I guess. I'm a simple man. I know 2 languages, okay? Are the clergy giving us weird looks for talking in languages they may or may
No.
not understand?
No.
They probably know Celestial.
But it's just funny just hearing, "Ah," and then Alavar looks towards you. You just respond back, and then he looks back at me. "Ah."
That's how you want to think about it, yeah.
It's the maids do not stop by again.
Okay. I'll go ahead and I'll stand up and like start stretching, like, because I've been in bed for fucking 7 days.
Yeah,
Start moving
it's sore.
about.
And mark off the gold or the diamond dust.
Alrighty.
I guess we're waiting for show.
Yes. So, Shao, you managed to make it to the temple okay, without issue.
I will go inside.
Yeah, we ready.
Okay. So you go inside, you manage to find the boys. You see Shao walk up, and she's all sorts of disheveled. Her clothing is almost burned away, but with a clean edge, and like she's looking
thought-
really hurt.
I
thought she
discarded
swapped-
those clothes and swapped over to my
Oh, you-
armor. Remember?
Okay, so you're not wearing
Yeah.
the underclothing either. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought she was wearing her armor. so-
Yeah, I thought she was wearing like the armor over the underclothes, but okay.
She's
so you
a
basically
commando
see,
underneath the armor.
yeah. So you just see her wearing the armor in her male form.
Do we need to be leaving?
Might be best. Also, if you could take care of this.
Go ahead.
I'll
Cap.
sort of like pull up the armor a bit and then drop the shape change to reveal like the fucking burn on the side.
And it's not
How
even
mu-
a burn. The flesh is just missing. There,
How
it's
much?
a clean cut almost.
How much health are you at?
I am roughly at whatever my health bar says.
Pretty fucking low.
As she just has a chunk of her fucking abdomen missing.
Yeah, essentially.
I can't.
I didn't hurt anybody, but they didn't seem to have any qualms about hurting me.
That's to Zaris and Shao.
28. Cool. This was meant before. Cool.
And I can help out a little bit more too. And I look to Shao. I can't replace that, but I can help with this, and I'll use the healing hands, giving her or him right now 12 hit
No,
points.
she dropped. She changed back.
Yeah, she's
Or-
in her
Oh, cool.
normal changeling version.
Okay, cool.
Uh-huh.
I'll give her 12 points of healing.
Did they? I still trying to catch up on the loop. Did they see you?
They saw Asta.
No,
So-
they didn't see Asta because you transformed into the front lady.
No, I said that I didn't do that because I couldn't change my glamour of armor. I mean, my armor glamour.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there was no point because I couldn't change into the clothing, so.
Because she doesn't have her fancy transforming armor anymore.
What a
Correct.
hit in
Gotcha.
the face. Do we want
So they
to
so they know who you, or well, what you look like, what you normally look like anyway.
Yes.
Maybe in the future, if you're going to commit a crime, you do it while looking like somebody else.
Well, frankly put, I don't really care. Like,
Hey,
here's a
but
gift. We can talk about it when we're somewhere else.
Are we plane shifting or teleporting?
Well, how does the Feywild sound?
Oh, we're doing this now.
I feel like they're gonna come knocking on a lot of doors.
Well,
so let's
frankly
wait
put,
for
I don't know what kind of spells they have to locate these books, so it's better if we're on another plane of existence entirely. We can
Okay.
return them later.
Failed would be, yeah, I'm okay
Yeah.
with that.
Hey, well, it is.
Get out of here.
Also, quick question. Not that I'm against
Yeah.
crime and all, but didn't you? I don't suppose you asked first.
Well, the last time we asked, we got turned down because we didn't have a library card because of that bitch at the front counter.
I'm glad that everybody hates her. It makes me so happy.
So no, Cyrus, I did not bother asking.
Just checking.
Fucking away.
It's all everything's just happening a little fast, you know. I just woke up.
All right, so are you all grabbing each other's hands for doing a plane shift?
Yeah.
I suppose.
Okay. You each grab each other's hands. Make sure you have all of your stuff too.
Yeah.
You grab like the bag of holding and the rest of Zarus's armor and clothes.
I
and
assume
things like that.
Skitty is still sticking with Zarus because I never told her to leave his bed.
Yeah, yeah. She's basically been like, once you like kept Skitty with Zarus, the two have been like locked together. All right. You grab your amulet, holding the green gem. I need you to make an intelligence saving throw, or not saving throw, an intelligence check, standard check.
Ooh.
I need you to roll a D100.
Grass is unhappy. Grass is mad.
Oh, it's a 3.
We're just gonna take fuck ton of damage and not go anywhere.
I feel like this is
Well,
truly
the spell goes
random.
off no matter what, so it's just a matter of where the fuck we end up.
Yeah, I think this is just to decide location.
I thought if it was low enough, it just fails.
No, it
No,
always
it's
takes you
alright.
somewhere.
Yeah. It'll work
I needed a
100%
way,
of
though.
the time.
I needed a way to have it teleport you somewhere. So
Oh,
you grab each other's hands, you push the gem, and suddenly you are thrust into the space between. And that's where we're gonna end our night's session.
Where are we, Dad? Whoa.
you found yourselves back in front of Strahd. Oh, hi, Strahd.
No, we at least end up on the plane that we were trying to end up on. I think
Yeah, we just don't know where the fuck we end up on that plane.
we're going to the Feywild.
So since this was session 100, we gotta have some session 100 XP, right? Like maybe,
I love that silence.
like maybe enough to like level up again. Like that would be totally session 100 worthy.